So I made it out of the gym this morning before 7 a.m., which that rarely happens. I woke up today and found out that my Facebook and Instagram had been hacked and they're currently shut down and being recovered. But my intention and dream has always been to make YouTube my main social channel. And so I'm just going to throw you guys a little bit of footage. Set up my podcasting studio yesterday. I'm going to tweak it again and do some more things before we produce the next one. But I spent about 5 or 7 minutes yesterday talking without a great clear message, but just to get into the habit of shooting with the home studio and getting comfortable in that circumstance. So I'm just going to show you a little bit about that for today. My handful of followers on YouTube probably haven't been watching my stuff over on Facebook and Instagram, so you'll be like, wow, this dude that makes really awesome videos every 5 years just popped up out of nowhere. That's what I'm working on changing. So there's a grand scheme, there's a big picture, there's a lot of cool things coming, but it's going to take time, effort, and dedication. So I'm just going to start with getting started, and I've got a couple of amazing videos, one that I've been working on for 3 years, one I've been working on for 7, that are going to come out soon. I've got so much amazing professional DSLR content of professional level snowboarding and custom motorcycles and travels and all kinds of things. So that stuff's already been shot. All I really need to do is get it out there. Some of it's been sitting for several years, but it's amazing footage and stories that the world would enjoy and maybe find valuable. So my supplements didn't show up on time in the mail, so I'm going to stop and get me a protein shake. I hope everybody out there has an awesome day.
What is up, world? This is podcast numero uno. Don't even have a name for the channel yet, but that's coming soon, so we're just breaking in, getting a little bit of practice for right now. You'll see my set evolve, hopefully quite a bit here in a short amount of time, but we got to get started somewhere. Here's the little mini studio. I'll cut to a couple of quick shots I got with the gimbal and the DSLR. Yeah, I can already tell it's a little bit less casual, just sitting here talking straight to the camera versus driving around out in the world, but I'll get past that pretty quick. Usually I'm going to have a great message for the day or something really good to talk about. So, I'm just going to grab a point that I'll touch back on a bunch of times. Energy. I think it's something to be really conscious of, that anything that, takes our emotions, takes our passion, that exerts energy, and we only have so much of that to give in a given day, or an entire lifetime. The world's been a little bit tumultuous for a little while, and I think one of the things I've learned through these moments is that if I use my energy for valuable things, it can produce valuable things. But if I use my energy for destructive things, it really does nothing. It just wastes my time. I'm not actually out. Well, hey, I don't know. I've brought negative energy into the world. I've said crappy things, so I don't know. It'll have its ripple effect, I guess. As we keep seeing crazy things in the news, living through headlines we hate to see all the time, division between neighbors where we really need to have unity. Try to veer away from the things that take your energy that aren't productive. A few years ago, I might have been getting angry at the news, posting stuff online that burnt bridges and brought bad energy into the world. But now I look back and I'm here producing a podcast, which is part of a big grand vision. Which one of those is better? Yeah, this is day one. I expect to get 3 views, but I'm going to look back on this and 5, 10, 15 years, whenever it is, as I keep building this vision to something greater. And I'll be able to look at this moment and be like, it's pretty cool. I've had a few times. I have a few videos in my life that I've missed out on or lost the files or tapes or whatever that I'm bummed about. And one was a cell phone. The night that I moved into the basement of my office for my business because I wasn't ready to give up, but I was out of money and I couldn't afford rent. And so I got a little video of myself sleeping on the couch with all my stuff around it. It was just a couch in the middle of a room full of all my objects. And, I wish I had that because someday that's going to be a really cool part of the story, too. But I think that video file might be gone for good. So, as I work on having a solid message when I get on here and being on target and, getting the right message out concisely, I want to keep coming back to that point that our energy can be used for good or it can be wasted. And I don't know if there's that many other options, really, If you're doing something destructive, I think that's a waste. If you're doing nothing, I think that's a waste. I've done plenty of both of those. I've been destructive, I've been lazy and gluttonous, but that's not the path I'm on anymore. It wasn't a big path, but it definitely had my moments. We all have, in one way or another. So, cheers to the very first podcast here. I'll start putting some more things together, but the mission today was just to do it, just to get everything set up, just to test the first time around, and start to get a little bit of an idea of how I want this to look here. I have to decide, do I want to be sitting on a couch that has no armrest to lean on? Because if I lean back, I just kind of, I don't know. I don't think that's the best posture for an hour conversation. So maybe I'll try some chairs in here or something. I could sit, with my legs crossed maybe on here. I don't know. We'll figure it out. So for now, next time something gets under your skin, people, news, family and politics at the holidays, don't put any energy into something that's not worth any energy. I'm definitely on a mission to let everybody else's stuff bother me as little as possible. And especially when it comes to political and religious ideals. I just say, live and let live. Let's all take care of each other. So, without any real targeted point, I'm going to go ahead and check out on this one. And now we got the first one in the books. I'll catch you guys soon.